Hey friends, welcome to part 27. We have uploaded part 26 in the paid area. You can become a cloud ninja or a cloud kernel member, gain access to it. So if you are not yet subscribed, you can wait for some more time till everybody becomes cloud certified, and you can still wait. Or otherwise, you can subscribe and start your cloud journey. There are so many playlists and so many playlists which will help you clear the cloud certifications: Azure, AWS, Google Cloud. This is again a very favorite question in the certification, where can you, what can be your destination for the import export jobs. I have explained this in the previous two parts also. Azure file storage, Azure blob storage, only these two can be the final destinations for the imports. So Azure file storage, option B, is our answer. Now let us look at this next question. You have an Azure subscription, you have a storage account named storage 1. You plan to use conditions when assigning RBAC roles to this storage. Okay, you plan to use conditions. Which storage services support conditions when assigning rules? See, always remember, in Azure only a subset of storage services supports conditions during assigning roles. What are these? Azure blob storage, Azure data lake storage, Azure queues. These combination of services, they support this. So reading that documentation, containers and queues looks correct. So containers alone is not correct, queues alone is not correct, and file shares and tables are not even supported. That's why these two options are wrong. So our final answer is option E, containers and queues only. If you talk about container services, why it is used? To accelerate containerized application development without compromising security. So you don't compromise security. You save costs by lifting and shifting your existing application to containers. For example, you want to move an application from your Azure platform to Google Cloud platform. Would you do a lot of code changes, configuration changes to make it happen? No, boss. You just containerize it, build microservice application architecture, move it. Okay, that is the goal of this application. Now, what are queues? Queues are queue storage. What does it do? Queue storage is a service to store large number of messages. It is storing messages, not the data directly, but in the form of messages. Why it is used? For real-time integration, near real-time integration, real-time integration, real-time integration, real-time integration. It holds the data. Okay, that is the basis of MQ and other services, also message broker. Okay, it is similar to that. So queue storage concepts, you can read this, what are the prerequisites and etc. For more clarity, pause it. So this is our final answer, option E, containers and queues only. In this next question, you plan to deploy virtual machines. Okay, so you have various virtual machines, you plan to deploy them. What is the operating system of these virtual machines? What is the operating system? It is Windows Server, and they are making use of scale set. You might ask, what is scale set? It allows you to auto scale your compute, your VMs, auto scale. If there are more people logged into your application, it will create more VMs to support these people. If there are less people logged in, it will remove the extra VMs so that it only has that much that can support these less number of users. By the way, they are also making use of ARM templates. Why do we use these templates? Read this portion. Okay, if you want to quickly deploy your infrastructure, you use this, and you can automate deployments. And how? Using code. So what do you write in the code? You define infrastructure that needs to be deployed. Like what? Suppose I want to deploy 2 VMs. So in the code, I will mention 2 VMs to be created. Okay. So ARM is called, full form is Azure Resource Manager, and it is a JSON file. JSON file. So if you want to succeed in your future journey in IT services, you should understand JSON, YAML, these things. And if you see this, they have also put a new language called Bicep. So it has similar capabilities. Okay. So coming back to our question, now it is saying that I have virtual machines and these virtual machines are Windows based, and I'm making use of scale set to provide scalability options, and I'm also using ARM to deploy it faster using code as a service. Okay, that is all fine, but what is the actual problem they want us to solve? So they are saying that they are using Nginx. So they want to ensure Nginx is available on all virtual machines after they are deployed. That means the Nginx is one software. Now Nginx we use for load balancing also, but in this case, which product of Nginx they want, we'll have to see. But the so they want it to be cool. They want the virtual machines that when they are deployed, they should automatically have Nginx also. So what should you use? Okay, let us first look at Azure Application Insights. See, it is a feature of monitor. That means it is something to use with monitoring. So I will mark this incorrect in this context. We are not talking about monitoring anything. Now let's look at D. See, the proxy we use to provide remote access to on-premises applications. That is the goal. Here in our question, we are not talking about on-premises. That is why this is wrong, option D. See, now comes option A, where we are saying that we will use VMDSC configuration commandlet. See, this is a part of ARM. Okay, and so if you have DSC scripts for virtual machines, then you use VMDS configuration to manage those scripts. But this will not install anything. Like you want Nginx, so it will not install Nginx. DSC will install DSC scripts. This guy will only manage the DSC scripts, but the DSC scripts, they will have facilities to provide Nginx on each VM, because you can apply and manage configuration scripts on virtual machines. Okay, so using this script, you configure VMs and maintain it in a particular state. Like a question says, I want Nginx to be available. So this guy DSC extension, no, this guy will maintain this state so that Nginx is there always on the VMs. So option C, a desired state configuration extension is our correct answer. This is a script which will maintain the, see the in the name, common sense, the name itself says desired state configuration. I want this desired state, Nginx should be there. So the name itself has the answer. So if you have not yet subscribed, there is a lot of thing to learn, and it will help you with certifications through different options. No, I'm actually in one video covering 12 different topics that will help you understand how in the context of this question you should apply those knowledge. Knowledge alone is not helpful. Knowledge in the context of the question is helpful. That's why you should go through all of these videos, practice with the questions. Udemy course alone does not help. I mean, it is my experience. Udemy alone does not help unless you practice how to apply it in these kind of scenarios that the questions ask. So this brings us to the part 27. The previous parts are in the cloud kernel or cloud ninja members area. You can take that membership to access paid content. A lot of important questions are there.